Hi guys, welcome. Look, the job market is crazy. It's really rough right now, and we know it. There are countless jobs out there, and many of them are sat on your table. Every single night you're rewriting your CV for each one. Same document 20 at a time, just minor changes here and there. And that can be really exhausting. I'm going to show you my own workflow, the one I personally used to land my first job, just using two tools. But before I get right into it, welcome to the Avitech That channel. I'm Toby, and today I'm going to be talking to you about two tools. One is called Google's NotebookLM, and the second one is called Gemini Gems, or basically Google AI's Gemini Gems. Basically, I'm going to be showing you some practical use cases of these tools. So let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is head over to Google's Gemini Notebook. You can go to the website notebook.google.com and it will open up this page, Gemini Notebooks. And you can see I used it extensively. So we're just going to focus on one of my notebooks I created, the one I use for my job search. So it's called CV Generator. I'm just going to click on it now. So this is my notebook, the one I created, and I have a bunch of sources here because what I wanted to do is, first of all, when I was searching for a job, I wanted to curate the industry standard for what a CV should be or look like. So I went around the web and I gathered some of these documents. So things like from career advice and IT infrastructure. These are my CVs for IT infrastructure. These are some a tweet I found I really liked, some text I copied from somewhere, just a bunch of random stuff that really helps me build a really good CV. And in terms of the writing, how it is structured and everything, all that information is also in the notebooks. Some of my software engineering CVs are also here, bunch of them. So the point is to just gather all of this data in one place, just so that it is categorized and placed. I know it's a convoluted workflow, but stick with me, you understand why I did this anyway. So you if you want to chat with your notebooks or chat with the like a rag model on your CV, you can do that, but that's not the purpose of this. So we're going to head over to the next tool. After, if you're done with your notebook, you have created your notebook, you can basically click on create a new notebook and add a source. That could be whatever, like YouTube videos, copy text, uploaded files, whatever, just a bunch of documents that would help you in your job search. So this is what I did. I found some of that information. And if you want this content or this document, you can also send a message on the comment section and tell me this, and I will just provide links to you directly. So yeah, so this is how you can add documents basically, and you can even use the web and do some research and get some more content that you can add to your library. The point is to create a database or a repository of all the knowledge we're going to be using to craft your CV. That's the purpose of this. So let's head over to the next tool, which is Google's Gemini. So now you're going to visit gemini.google.com/app. So you're going to see this website. And this is basically like a chatbot, but we're not here to use the AI specifically, the Gemini Pro or Gemini Flash or whatever. We're here for a very specific tool, something that you guys might have overlooked. That is called Gems. So let's open Gems now. You can see I have a bunch of gems here, but we're going to focus on what matters to this for this video, which is the CV generator. So I'm just going to click on edit so we can take a look at what it looks like. So this is think of it like an agent that I have created, and I've given it instructions on how to craft a right CV for myself, or should I say my role. I've given it all of these contexts. It's pretty long, and I can provide this for you for free. Just put it in the comment section. I'll provide this prompt and you can use it to create your own gem. So this is how you create your gem. You can just see CV generator, give a description, yada yada, paste this particular text. And now this is where it gets interesting. I connected it to that Gemini notebook. So you can take a look at it here. It's connected. I don't, so you know what's interesting? You can actually add files here. Just add this, click this plus button, and you can add files. You can connect it to your drive, your photos, all of that stuff, or import code. But it still worked the way I wanted it to work. So the way I found out that works was to connect it to Gemini and have, since it's a RAG model and basically it's your own personalized tiny AI. And if you want to see another use case for a RAG model, I actually built an AI chat where you can talk to Nigerian leaders based on their knowledge and information. And I'll probably put a link to the video somewhere up here. But anyway, so you have your own personal AI that knows about your CV, that knows about your work, and all those other contexts you have fed it, which is about how to write the perfect CV. And this differs from country to country, basically. I know there's a standard way, but from country to country, they have different things here and there. And here in the UK, there's a specific way they like their CVs to be curated. So those are the information I went to source and I put it together alongside my CVs in the notebook LM. Then I hooked it up here, and then gave it this system prompt to generate the CV. And I'll show you a practical use case for it now. So we're done with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to LinkedIn now. There's a role that I found earlier that I want to use as a use case for this particular thing. I think it's a really practical case for this. So this is the role. It is a senior software UI engineer role. So let's just scroll down and take a look at it. Now, this is everything about the role. We're looking for a senior software engineer to participate in a ground up design and build up a new platform from a blank code base, blah, 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 blah. We have all that information here. We scroll down a bit and you see all the salary, everything is also here. So what we're going to do now to apply for this job or to create a CV specific for this job would be what I used to do, or my use case would be I would just copy all of this information, just copy all of it. So just get to the end, stop here. I'll just right click and click copy. So now I've copied the job description, but you should actually read the job to see if it's a perfect fit for you. If it's not, don't bother even applying. It's just going to be a waste of time. Just focus on the jobs you think you'd like or that is a right fit for you. So this is one that is in my field. So I'm just going to copy it. Head over to Gemini. We're going to go to the gems, click on it. And then in the gems, we're just going to paste the job. That's the job description. And that is all. You see, I didn't give it any prompts, nothing. I just gave it the job description. And I'm going to leave it on the Pro model. There are other nice models here, but I think the Pro is good enough. So I'm just going to hit submit. As you can see, what it's doing right now is it's generating the CV for me based on the job description, based on everything it knows about me. So guys, it has generated the CV very quickly. I didn't have to do any specific changes. It looked at the job description and it looked at my experience and it was able to match it and produce the CV. So what you can do is scroll to the end and you're going to hit export to docs, which will then create a Google Docs for you. Okay, it's done creating a docs and we just hit open docs. And there you have it. Your CV is ready for you to use. Now, I would advise you go through it and make necessary changes where you need to in terms of setting maybe the spacing, maybe just the wording, or just maybe you want to capture it in a specific way that you want your employer or your possible, I call it future employer, to read. And that's basically it. So what you can do next is head over to file, click on download, and then you have it in PDF or whatever format is required of you. I do have another gem that would generate a cover letter, but that's beyond the scope of this video. But this is just to give you a practical step guide. In the way I did it to land my first job was this way. And if you want to learn more about the experience or how to even automate this particular process, please, you can put it in the comments and I'll make a video on that. I have some tools that can basically make this workflow even easier for you. So this will be the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see a video of how I made a game where you can run for president of Nigeria and basically do whatever you like with it, please click on the link above. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.